Just because people do have some memory loss doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't capable of doing lots of the things that they've done all their lives.
Your life is defined by the roles you are. And think about when our residents come in, you know, they often don't see their friends and family. So the only role they've got is the role of resident, you know, and would you like that role? You know, they can often be such passive recipients of care, whereas when they're actually invited to help, and this generation, they love to help. This is who they are. So you're tapping into the core essence of who that person is and who that person's always been.
We also need to address the issues of self-esteem and that people feel valued and feel needed. And so we do that by creating roles for people and enabling them to engage in being contributing to their environment. And of course the best way to do that is with roles. So many times in aged care, in traditional aged care, staff are doing jobs that could be done by residents. Staff wheel trolleys, they empty rubbish bins, they sweep floors, they clear tables, they set tables. These are all jobs that people living with dementia and other residents in aged care can all do. They're able to do it, they've done it for many years, and it's using skills that they've had often over a long period of time.
Residents feel so good about Montessori, they feel empowered, they feel great that they can be active, and they felt very valued because of it.
Engagement in meaningful activity supports the independence, choice and well-being of people living with dementia. Each person with dementia will engage in activities in their own individual way. And remember, it's the experience of engagement that's important, not the outcome.
Lynn, would you help me set the table please for lunch?
I'll try.
You'll try? I'm sure you'll do a great job. Would you like to help me sweep the floor?
Who has swept the floor?
You. Would you like to help me?
For how long does it go?
Not very long.
All right, I'll help you with that.
Thank you. Nellie, could you help me arrange some flowers for the tables this morning?
Yeah, I can try.
You can try? Fantastic. Get some vases out. Hello, Marge.
Hello, dear.
Would you like to help me clean the whiteboard?
I would let you do it. Yes,
Thank you. Now you hold one of these. Just one.
And
And you wipe like this.
Do you know what that song is?
What is it?
How much is that dog in the window?
The environment is changing and interactive and offers opportunities for staff and residents to interact in a meaningful way.
There, beautiful. We're all done. You have done a really good job.
Level there.
The most difficult part has been changing the attitude of staff from wanting to do everything for that resident. They're so task orientated that it's been difficult for them to stand back and allow the resident to do things without their help.
The more we do for people, the more we steal from people. And I think that that's a really powerful statement and something that we should be guided by in our work. The more we do for people, the more we steal from them. And we should be encouraging people to be the very best that they can be.
I've set the environment up in our area, so when the resident comes out in the morning, if it's early hours in the morning, there is always something for them to do. We've got signs up for them to say, come and fold the washing. We also do individual activities for motor skills.
Well, to start with, I was very concerned about falls because he was wandering, he wanted something to do. My main concern was that he would fall because he just used to wander with nothing to do. Now he's more interested in what he's doing. He doesn't wander without a purpose. If he gets up, he goes to get something, what he wants, and then he goes back and sits down.
Use a template if required. Demonstrate how to do the activity.
Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me.
Okay.
Give the person something to hold.
There, so if you place it on the table.
Thank the person for their help. Ask if they enjoyed it and if they would like to do it again sometime.
Please. Lynn, thank you very much for helping me set the table. Thank you. Would you like to try it again another time?
Oh, another time, yeah.
That would be very, very good. Thank you very much.
One of the simplest things that we've put in place is the use of the name badges. We need to remember that people with dementia, they don't know people's names, and so we need to give them that support in their environment. So by purchasing a name badge for $7 and everyone's starting to wear them, we've seen an amazing change in our residents. Our residents are now empowered to greet us first, rather than us always having to say, oh, hello Joyce, how are you? They can go, oh, hi Elizabeth, and so they are initiating the conversation. Our families are really interested in getting name badges as well, and it's great that the organisation has embraced it. So rather than having, a big logo with a little name and no one being able to actually read it, now by having it as a full-size name badge, I mean, it just makes perfect sense.
I had a bit of an issue with staff coming on board in the beginning, but they've all now accepted and really enjoy doing it with all the clients. They see that the clients can do things for themselves, whereas before the staff were doing things for them, and they now know that it's beneficial to let the clients do things for themselves individually, get some enjoyment out of helping and helping other clients as well.
Some of the biggest challenges for the staff have been allowing the people to, I've actually had to ask the staff to stop and reflect on what they're doing and why they're doing it, and can the client actually do that themselves. And if we have to keep that reflection ongoing almost weekly, because it's very easy for people, and it's easier for staff to fall back and make the tea and the coffee, take away the dirty dishes, have everybody in a group, everybody participating in the same thing. So now we even have clients who make suggestions.
One thing I've learned from Montessori that will always stay with me and actually encourage me constantly, day to day, to keep going is the fact they may not remember what they did, but they remember the feeling behind it. And that's really, really important for us carers to maintain that, to keep us going and encourage us to keep going. So I've been very privileged actually to be part of the training, and we hope we could maintain it and for others to give it a go.